All right, and we are live. Shout out to my new and old school subscribers and my TikTok family. Was it for you guys, wouldn't be possible. All right. You know what I'm saying? Make sure the IG's working. What's going on, y'all? Just wanted to come to you guys tonight with, my usual thing. My videos that we get right into it. But I'm trying some different stuff, mixing some things up. And, I love to go live. So I have to figure out a way to go live for you guys. But bear with me. Just got through working out. I'm going to have to work out some more. So you guys will have this video and work out. It's going to be a short one, maybe like 10, 15 minutes. But just about women asking the same question they're all asking right now. Why aren't men approaching us? You know why. You don't qualify. No further ado, let's get right into it, y'all. Got the best ever do it. Smash that like button.
Are y'all waiting on girls to talk to you first? Like, are you waiting on a girl to ask you on a date first? Because that's crazy to me.
Women need to start making the first move. If anyone wants to be in a relationship, that's absolutely what has to happen. It just has to happen.
Why men have given up on women?
If women made the first move, there would be more marriages and less complaints.
You may feel like you never get approached or that men never pursue you. Could be this one perspective shift.
Guys are scared to talk to girls now. Even if they see someone, they might not want to approach you.
Men are no longer obsessed with women anymore, and she's so right.
Men have just given women exactly what they wanted. There's no going back.
You know what I'm saying?
Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support. Thank you.
Absolutely, you guys.
If you treat a good man like a secondary option, but you expect his loyalty, that man is going to be gone. But the crazy thing is that you're going to think that he played you, but he didn't, because he just instantly lost attraction.
Guys are scared to talk to girls now. Even if they see someone, they might not want to approach you. I'm going to say something super controversial, and you don't have to agree with it. But first and foremost, men don't go up to women anymore because you guys call them pervy, weirdo, and all this stuff. And you guys scream at the top of your lungs you hate men. So if men aren't approaching you, I can see why. Another thing, I also believe it's the way that you present yourself and how you carry yourself. A lot of you women in real life are really bitchy. I've seen you guys. You have like a stick up your ass, the way that you guys look, the way that you act, and the way that you carry yourselves. I get approached 24/7 to the point where sometimes it's a little bit too much, even at the gym. But I also think it's because I'm always smiling and I'm very bubbly. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm the hottest, because I'm not. But I'm sorry. I still get approached by dudes when girls say, oh, men don't approach us and they're scared of this and that. Probably scared of you and probably don't want you, because I get approached 24/7. I don't struggle with that one bit.
I just need to know from a men's perspective, are y'all waiting on girls to talk to you first? Like, are you waiting on a girl to ask you on a date first? Because that's crazy to me. Like, when you're out in public and you're making eyes with a girl and you're like making it known that you're attracted to her, but you're not going to say something. How are you not going to say something? Where are the huevos? Where are the huevos these days? I feel like there's so many times that guys want to say something to girls and they don't. Like, is there a guy watching this that can give us some insight? Like, why?
Okay, first of all, who told her that, right? Like, who told her that dudes were scared to approach? And all this stuff that she's saying, listen to when women talk about how guys are making eye contact or hovering around her, and there's all this, energy. Dude, you can't go off of that, right? You know what I'm saying? Not in modern times. Dudes are just playing it safe, man. And this gaslighting, saying that you don't have the ball, I beg to differ. I think it's, more disciplined and being a bigger man to just not allow it to bother you, or, give in and approach a woman, give her a space. If they've been asking for us, give it to them. You know what I'm saying? Keep giving it to them.
Don't you just do it? Why don't you just do it? Are you scared? Are you waiting for her to say something first? I like my men to be assertive and dominant. If you want to say something to me, say something to me. I'll give you the opportunity. I'll put my phone down. I'll drop the handkerchief. But I'm not going to do it first. Should that not just be the standard? Am I tripping? Tell me if I'm tripping. Let me know.
Really just a stupid question. I think current culture has basically guaranteed that normal men aren't approaching women. Being rejected as a guy is something we just get used to over time. It gets to the point where we don't even try anymore because the outcome is always the same. Not trying to get embarrassed over trying to spark a conversation or have their friends talking in their ear, or get called a creep, or ghosted, or have someone that sees themselves as a prize, rather than just focusing on getting to know each other.
Absolutely.
Before I got in a relationship, I think the fear of making someone uncomfortable by approaching them in public settings because of social media. Some men are just tired of the games and probably do want you, but they probably think all the bullshit they went through from past relationships that we just prefer peace. If men aren't approaching it, just means the single life is peaceful and they would like to keep it that way.
Yes.
But these days, if a man has to approach a woman, the feelings has got to be mutual.
I would be 100% in favor of women initiating. But the fact of the matter is that women don't have to, and women, quite frankly, don't. If a woman goes to a bar or club, one guy, at least one guy, a couple guys are going to hit on her. If a guy goes to a bar or club, just goes in the corner, right? Nobody's going to talk to him the entire fucking night. He's going to sit there, stand there, all alone.
The reason why...
Okay, it's true, but listen, new modern times, you know, women are going to have to approach. I get it. They do get approached by plenty of males and some men, but it's not the men they want. That's the thing. Like, we're saying we're not going to approach. We don't represent every man. There's plenty of men out there that are still approaching women. We're just representing our demographic. Then if they know there's other men approaching them and they're getting approached, then what's the problem? The problem is the ones they want aren't approaching them. The ones they want aren't approaching, and I'm not going to. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, they can whine and cry and complain all they want to. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna change nothing. Ain't gonna change nothing. You know what I'm saying?
So many women are treating dating like a hustle and are only out for monetary gain and luxury experiences is because when situationships became a thing, that really dehumanized dating and it became an emotionally unfulfilling experience for women. So if you're going to waste my time, I might as well gain something. Thank you.
The rise of feminine men has led to masculine women. Let me explain. When men don't approach women in public places like coffee shops, it forces women to drop into one of two roles. The first role is she's just going to sit there and she's going to succumb to her singledom because she doesn't want to be the man and approach you if she thinks you may potentially be interested in her. The second role is...
How can you play a victim about, you know, somebody not approaching you? Somebody give me clarity in the comment section. How was she becoming a victim because no one's approaching her and she's obviously the one that's interested in him? So now she is, you know, victimized herself and talking about what mental gymnastics? What in the big forehead? What is she talking about? No one's making you do anything. And there's nothing wrong with being single. You see how the way she framed it is if, you know, being single is just some kind of torturous situation, but then her only other option would be to approach men. No, sweetheart. No, you have options to take one of the men that's approaching you now. These women have plenty of DMs, plenty of men approaching them at stores or whatever, but they're part of that 80 to 85% they don't want. They're not part of that 15 to 10. It's not, look, I'm watching content. There's plenty of guys still talking about approaching women. There's plenty of married guys still putting their 2 cents in, telling guys to still approach women as if whatever they say matters, right? Man, I'm representing a small demographic of men that's saying we're not approaching. So for women to go to that small demographic when there's plenty of males and men, you know, that are approaching them just goes to show who they want. I'm representing a very small demographic of men saying approach us. So why are there so many videos about this kind of stuff and women going off? Because they only want that small demographic. They're really showing their hand. That's really what they're doing.
is her stepping into the role that the guy is usually supposed to, her asking you out. And this is definitely happening more. I see more women asking out more men than ever before in my friend groups and clients, etc. But the thing is, men, that women don't want to ask you out because courtship and approaching are typically things that gentlemen do. And the worst thing that you can do as a guy is force a woman to act like a man.
So we'll mutually walk away and stay single.
What's the
Problem solved. Good day, madam. We were told to not approach women. That we're creeps if we do. It's the job of gentlemen to court. That's what she say, and it's true. However, a gentleman needs a lady to court, and genuine ladies have nearly gone extinct. By and large, it's not that men don't court anymore. It's that there are too few ladies worthy of that kind of effort. We don't want to end up online as a creep coming up to you, so we stop chasing.
I've just discovered the reason why it's so hard to find a good guy dating in 2023. And it's not because there aren't any left and all men are disgusting and all men are trash. That is completely false, no matter what you hear from other girls on TikTok. The truth is that the good guys are done with dating. They would rather be single and have their peace than be in a relationship and not be treated correctly. They're done playing the games, okay? Girls not being monogamous, them not texting them back, them giving them mixed signals, them opening up and sharing their feelings, and then a girl breaking up with them. They don't want to deal with that. They'd rather work a lot, go home, play some video games, watch a movie, and spend time with their dog or themselves than ever have to deal with women.
That is paradise for a man. Like, listen, we've been listening to the propaganda and getting married. But look, man, honestly, like, dudes want to be left alone. Like, man, we always have like a man cave or something. Even when with somebody, I did, I had a whole room to myself. Every man has like their space to themselves. Even when they're with a woman, we need it. We need it. Like, y'all just be nagging for no reason. That's why you gotta have homegirls and nag too and stuff. Like, we're just trying to get by, man. We like our peace. And since y'all aren't really giving us anything worth pursuing, we're just gonna, do what we do. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna just be in peace. What's the problem? Why are you so upset? You know what I'm saying? Why are you so angry?
I just want to know which one of you ladies messed it up for everyone, because dating out here is so hard.
Women need to start making the first move. If anyone wants to be in a relationship, that's absolutely what has to happen. It just has to happen. Guys in the comments, back me up on this. We have told men for years that their masculinity is toxic. Some men, as they got interested in dating, that's literally all they know, is to stay away from women, is to not bother them, and definitely don't approach them. So there is nothing wrong with a woman approaching a man. That shows confidence. And you know what? I don't even know if this stat is true. I didn't do much research into this, but I did see that 86% of women who make the first move end up married. So, I mean, come on, that's pretty good. I mean, I don't even care if that's not even a true statistic.
All right. I mean, that's a fact. Listen, let me tell you something. My mom made the first move. My dad ain't been with nobody even, after she's passed. My ex made the first move. Now, I'm not saying that it was a good idea, with her, but, just when a woman approaches, it changes the game. Again, there's nuance to this. So there's different ways to approach. You don't have to like walk up and, my name is, first name, last name. No, you just, find a subtle way to kind of break the ice. It has to be more than weird or googly eyes or putting hair behind your ear or, I don't know, turning your body towards them and turning your head. We ain't got time for that stuff. Just walk up, say something. Ask for directions, ask for the dude to get something off top shelf for you, or just say something. You know what I mean? That's all. It is what it is. This is the way it's going to have to be.
Just like, hell, let's run with that. But guys, back me up in the comments. Say, yeah, you would love that. Or women say, yeah, I made the first move and I'm now engaged, married, whatever. I'm telling you, that's just the way it's got to be. You don't have to like it. I mean, I'm sure guys didn't like when they were being called, when their masculinity, when their whole being was called toxic. They didn't like that. So start making the first move. And again, you don't have to like it. You don't have to like having to make the first move. You could still have a traditional relationship after that. This is just getting you in a damn relationship. And as far as, not liking things, I do things every day that I don't like to do, but it makes me a better person, gets me to my goals. So these are just facts, okay? Women, make the first move.
I stopped dating 20 years ago. I'm done dating.
Good Lord.
Peace is well worth being alone. Ladies don't understand. The first move can be subtle, but blinking isn't going to cut it.
Absolutely.
They don't necessarily have to approach, but they have to make themselves approachable by making eye contact, smiling. Even a simple hi can make it so much obvious for us to approach. First move would be nice. I'm not sure anymore. Will I get yelled at and called all kinds of names just for saying hi? I'm tired of getting played like a board game. I decided 7 to 8 months ago that I wasn't making the first move. Only one lady has asked to meet up. Well, it gets harder to approach women. Each year it got so bad, I decided to rather just stay single for 14 years now, due to the ask to stay away or not needed. What women fail to understand is that 83% of women that makes the first move and approach a man ends up getting married. But to be honest, if a woman is approaching you today, you've got to be wary of her. Because some of these women today are looking for a man to take care of them because life is getting tough.
Yeah, no, that's right.
But truthfully, if women really wanted to get married, they have got to start approaching men. That is, unless their ego is stopping them from making the first move.
Do pretty girls sometimes never get approached by guys?
I have an answer to this. It's not that guys don't want to approach a pretty girl, it's that they're afraid of being rejected by a pretty girl. In their minds, they think that they get approached a ton, which can be true depending on the girl, and they know that they most likely have a slim chance with her because she has a lot of options and she probably has a boyfriend. In their mind, of course. So majority of the times they're like, I'm not even gonna bother, I'm not even gonna say anything to her. Another reason can be that they're intimidated by the girl, or she looks high maintenance, like this girl was saying.
Incorrect. What's a green flag in a guy?
If you cancel on him and he doesn't care.
It's likely have a slim.
Do pretty girls sometimes never get approached by guys?
Go back and say something about it.
It's not that guys don't want to approach a pretty girl, it's that they're afraid of being rejected by a pretty girl. In their minds, they think that they get approached.
Do you see what they do, bro? Who told her that? How does she know what men think? If she did, she'd be married by now. What is she talking about? What is she talking about? Who told her that? Why is she able to speak for men all of a sudden? Do you see how loony they are? They're making up whatever justification in their heads as to why a man doesn't want to approach them. And this kind of lunacy right here, where there's nothing to fault of her own, she might not be presenting herself in a way that's unapproachable or an RBF or anything like that. No. It's got to be because we're intimidated because they're just so beautiful that they got to have a boyfriend and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Man, listen, who cares if you had a boyfriend? Plenty of guys try women that look approachable. There's no accountability. There's no, you know what I'm saying? Just having empathy for, well, this might not make any sense to a man. I'm just saying whatever makes me feel. This is like what a woman would say to justify why she don't have anybody. It's not what a man would say, like, oh man, she's so pretty, I think she has a man. And even though she's looking inviting and smiling, I probably shouldn't say nothing to her. No. You know what I'm saying? No. Dudes are going to be out there like dogs. You know what I mean? So again, these women, they just say stuff. And then they talk to each other in this echo chamber and nothing gets resolved because they're watching men like us. We're telling them this and that and the third. And then they're going back to their little beehives and they're just, nah, but it really is this. And then they can't explain why they're single, except like this right here. Oh, we're so intimidated because we assume that they have a man and that, come on, man. Come on. Man.
approach a ton, which can be true depending on the girl, and then know that they most likely have a slim chance with her because she has a lot of options and she probably has a boyfriend in their mind, of course. So majority of the times they're like,
Australia's in the building. What's going on?
Another reason could be that they're intimidated by the girl, or she looks high maintenance, like this girl was saying.
Incorrect. What's a green flag in a guy?
If you cancel on him and he doesn't care. If you cancel on him like last minute and he's just like whatever about it.
Give me an example. How would you react?
Like he'd be like, all right, it's fine. And he make plans right away for the next time.
What about you?
Canceling on men as a test, you know? My green flag is a deep voice.
So this.
Oh yeah, we got that green flag for you, baby. Don't worry about it. But that other one, canceling to test you, brothers. If a woman cancels on you last minute, she is to be blocked and deleted. Don't even leave her on red. Don't nothing. You block and delete, my brothers. Block and delete, my brothers. Block and delete, my brothers. I ain't gonna say it again. Block and delete. Let's go.
This woman is a red flag. What she's saying is that a green flag for him is that he accepts her red flags. If a woman cancels on you last minute and got you dressed up, you need to drop her.
Yes.
She doesn't respect you nor your time.
Ding, ding, ding! Ding, ding, ding! Right on the money! Right on the money! Thank you. Finally, a man gets it.
I am absolutely convinced that men don't actually want relationships. Like, men want their lives as is. They want to go about their day exactly as it is, do whatever they would normally do, and just want somebody there when it's convenient for them, or you know, for the things they want to do. Like, convince me I'm wrong.
In this day and age, you go out, you take a woman out, you do all these gentlemanly things, and then she ghosts you, disappears. It's a big joke. And I always tell guys, do these things, but do it for women who are going to appreciate it. Don't go out on a first date and be at the 5-star restaurant and all the fancy stuff. No, you don't do that on a first date with a woman. And if she needs you to bring the fancy on the first date, she doesn't like you.
Exactly. Trying
I didn't mean to just end it. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm trying to just end the stream. I appreciate y'all. I'll get back on here in a little bit, man. I got to work out.